first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Man, we got to get this done.
On first and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And a Cowboy first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch the shot! Kill! Hey, check 24! Watch 24!
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got him. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Safety's creeping. Check 52. Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They called that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14.
I'm going to run you over.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Intended that time for Cooper.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let him know, let him know.
To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Garoppolo, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. First down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And all the way up to the 49. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Got one, got one. Out. He's coming.
Now Prescott. Rolling to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Good. 46. 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
46. Watch 54. We own them. We own them. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Shifts by him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Mike spot 4. Coming to you.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. He can't hang. We're going to 54. Why?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Prescott now. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. I got you, punk. Check. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they thought, like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go play action here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Cooper was the target there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears? And he can't get a throwaway. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted